Hey guys, this guide will be focused on how archers can fit into the meta, and the best way to play it. Starting off with gear, there are a lot of key items you should definitely pick up. Currently I use Shadow Assassin armor, with Hot Potato books and Rejuvenate 5 on it. Last Breath is the best bow, because of Archer's multi-shot passive and the ability. The ability makes it shred the defense of whatever you hit, which results in an increase in damage for both you and your team. It also does similar damage to the initial hit of Bone Meringues, which is the item that makes Archer valid in the meta. You want to get as many Bone Meringues as possible for the highest DPS, since you can shoot more than one at a time. I only have 2, but 4 is the optimal number of Bone Meringues to abuse before it gets nerfed. Ornate Zombie Sword and Ultimate Wise 5 aspect of the end are great for staying alive. Super Boom TNT and Trap Diffusers are good utility, and keeping the dungeon orb in your hotbar will help use it quickly. Getting Mythic Renowned Shadow Assassin armor is very expensive, but also provides a good damage boost. You can also swap out the helmet for a 5-star Tarantula helmet if you are a high enough Catacombs level, as long as you have the Griffin pet for the strength buff. Maxing out your talisman bag should always be one of your top priorities, especially if you have a lot of money to dump into it. A maxed out talisman bag costs over 500 mil, but provides an insane damage boost. Recombobulating talismans is also very useful, and using enrichments such as strength, crit damage, or magic find can further boost your stats. Grinding skills is just as important, and provides more benefits than talismans can. All skills are useful, especially foraging and combat for extra damage. Skills like fishing, mining, and farming are great to stay alive longer, while enchanting and alchemy allow you to use aspect of the end and zombie sword more. There are 5 main pets that I would recommend for archers. They are the Wither Skeleton, Griffin, Skeleton, Blue Whale, and Baby Yeti pets. A different pet may suit you depending on your playstyle or budget, but my personal favorite is the Wither Skeleton pet. Not only is it the cheapest of the 5, but it has very good base stats, and its abilities go well with dungeons. You take 30% less damage from skeletons, which is useful to provide tankiness, and deal 50% more damage to Wither mobs. Since future bosses are Withers, this will be a huge damage boost. Additionally, the Death's Touch ability deals double your damage over 3 seconds, with a cooldown on it. The Griffin would be a great pet, especially if you can use the Tarantula helmet to utilize the strength it gives. It gives permanent regen 7 and strength 8, and heals players for 20% of damage taken, which provides a lot of support. This pet is about 180 mil at the time of recording, and is way too expensive for me to damage test. However, many high-level archer players do use this pet for its utility. The skeleton pet is good for raw damage, boosting your arrow damage by 60% at level 100. That's really all it's good for, besides some small stat buffs. It is on the cheaper side of this list, so pick it up if it suits your playstyle. The Blue Whale pet is pretty good for tanking boss fights such as Phase 1 of Floor 6. It provides a lot of EHP, and is really great as an alternative pet option if you die a lot. At level 100 you can get 20% more health, and a defense boost, that when paired with blessings can give a ton of survivability. The Baby Yeti pet is also incredibly useful if you find yourself dying a lot. It boosts strength by a little bit, but the reason you would choose this pet is because of the Ice Shield's ability. You gain all your strength as defense, which can add 1 to 3k defense depending on how many blessings you have. This pet is probably the best general pet you can buy for both tankiness and damage. One of my favorite things about the archer class is that you never have to use Super Boom TNT again. Since Bone Meringues can clear rooms pretty fast, I typically save my explosive shot to open crypts or secrets. Blowing up a crypt with explosive shot will also instantly kill whatever is inside, saving time. I have collected a bunch of Super Boom TNT just because I don't use it anymore, as you can see. The Last Breath is incredibly useful. If you do not have one and you want to play Archer, buy it. I have one-shot lost adventurers on floor 5 with it, even though I am only combat 43, and do not have all talismans yet. This bow is seriously underrated, and I would highly recommend it. Boomerangs are great for close-range DPS. I do not have a sword in my hotbar, because I use boomerangs instead. Having 3 to 4 boomerangs is the best setup for shredding bosses, even being able to kill Sedan in less than 1 second when maxed. Use these as your main source of damage, after applying the last breath debuff. The last general tip I have is to join the Dungeon Secrets Guide Discord. This is not archer specific, but many times I find myself finding secrets due to my teammates having faster clears. The link will be in the description. For those of you who didn't want to watch the whole video, or just want a quick TLDR, here it is. Buy 4 boomerangs if you can afford it. This is your main source of damage, and you can throw multiple at a time. Last breath is great, you and your teammates do more damage and you can one-shot things from far away. For armor, use Shadow Assassin armor, max out your talisman bag for the most damage potential, and grind skills for damage and survivability. You can also use any of the pets listed above, depending on your budget and playstyle. That's all for now. If this guide gets outdated I will make another one. I worked hard on this to make sure it is short and to the point. I would like to hear your feedback about this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.